They say relationships about love. I say they're about leverage. Welcome to Sugar Daddy's podcast. This isn't about tricking. This isn't about chasing. This is about power, presence, and provision. I'm Big Daddy, media executive, business builder, and your favorite daddy with the blueprint. If you want honesty about money, women, loyalty, and legacy, you're in the right place. This is Sugar Daddy's podcast. Want a sponsor? Soft Life. Soft Life dating lifestyle. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot about it. It's been trending like crazy. I even came across a post. And this post talked about how you can attract rich men. And the post talked about getting ready and setting expectations. And even in the setting expectations, the hand on a really expensive, beautiful, nice Chanel bag. The post talked about, having many on the roster because, shit, he ain't the only baller. Wow, soft life. And I was just a bit confused and a bit taken back because I'm like, is this what modern dating has now become? Is this where we are? Let's talk about it. Because modern dating got people confused. I mean, real confused. How do you want husband treatment? I'm talking about the loyalty aspect, husband treatment. I'm talking about husband protection. Shit go down, he got to be there to protect you, cover you, all those different elements. You want husband consistency, husband money, paying this bill, doing this. All those things are phenomenal. Husband leadership, all those different elements. I want you all for real. I need to know. How do you want all these things? You want this lifestyle? You want this treatment? I'm serious. I was taken back by the post and what I've been hearing about this soft life. So I just need to know. How do you want husband treatment? You want the protection? You want the consistency, the money? You want all these things, the leadership. You do. From a man. And you haven't even committed. And when I say committed, I'm talking about all the way in. And again, I started this out about soft life. Yeah, that right there, commitment. That's the conversation, really, nobody wants to even have, honestly. Listen, you just tuning in. I know I started rambling because I'm excited about this evening. I'm excited about the conversation. This is Sugar Daddy's podcast. You got it. That's Sugar Daddy's with a Z. I'm your boy, your host, Big Daddy. I'm excited about tonight because I am taken back from what I've been seeing, from what I've been hearing. I'm looking around, soft life. And y'all know, y'all follow me. Y'all have heard my conversations. And I love it because you all know I support Sugar Daddy's, Sugar Baby lifestyle. I support traditional lifestyles. I support people being happy, being where you are. We started this whole podcast talking about being real and having real conversations. So I support it. So this isn't a bash, but I want to talk it through. I don't judge by any means necessary, but I do want to have a conversation around it because we're talking about husband energy on like a boyfriend budget for real. For real. And let me tell you something. This one here is going to start an argument. I know it is. I'm going to get DMs about it. I'm going to get conversations about it. People are going to be calling in. It's going to start something because you want this husband treatment, but you want it on a damn boyfriend budget. That ain't cool. Everybody wants premium access, for real. And let me say this. This is what's changed. Dating used to have progression. Now, everybody wants premium access immediately. I mean, once you begin having the conversation, it's almost as if I got to start paying right away. I got to pay for this or pay for that. I mean, premium, top notch. I mean, dating nowadays is insane. I don't get it. Women want, and we're talking women today, right? Women today want security. You do. You want consistency. Who doesn't? I get that. You know, you had security, consistency, emotional support. Women, you're emotional. We know that. And it's a good thing because we definitely need it. As men, we need that nurturing spirit of a woman. We need that soft side. I like that, right? So I get that. Emotional support, that's what you need, though, from us as well. We don't even have to mention, financial support. You can't even play this game of relationship. I ain't even talking about sugar baby, sugar daddy. I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about any of those other setup kind of things. I'm talking about for real, any relationship, finance is a huge part of it. We talk about it. So yeah, women today, you want the financial help. You want the luxury expenses. You want the luxury experiences. You want exclusivity. You want all those things even before you decided if they like you long term or not. And I don't understand because we get so sidetracked about the things you want and the things you have, and then you figure when it comes right into your lap, you don't even know what to do with it. You came in and decide. You have it right there. And men, come on, you know how we are. But I can tell you this, men, I'm on your side tonight. Yes, I am. Because guess what? We're exhausted. I know. You guys have hit me up. I got men that follow us. Shout out to my homies there. I appreciate you all so much. Listen, men are exhausted. Let me say it again. Ladies, we're exhausted. We are. We're exhausted. Because let me tell you, men feel like I'm doing all this husband level work. I'm doing all this husband level shit for temporary access. Now, if y'all heard the podcast that dropped last episode, we talked about how this access of a man, and you heard me say, well, if you're putting in all the work or you're making the phone calls, they're barely calling you back or they're texting you or calling you when you want something, this falls right in alignment. We're just going to dive a little bit deeper into it because I'm telling you, ladies, we're exhausted. That temporary access stuff, man, listen, men are pulling back emotionally. They are pulling back emotionally. Modern dating feels expensive. I mean, man, financially expensive. I mean, look at all the posts that you see about how traditional men want to go on a date. And when we say a date, it's not about what you spend on a date. I know you want to hear different. And listen, we're talking about relationships, right? We're talking about, this rich man magnet kind of stuff. We're talking about how you attract what you want and all those things. So we're going to dive into this thing. Financially expensive. We can't just hang out, have conversation. You can't go to Applebee's no more. That ain't a thing. You can't, and listen, we talk about lifestyles, but I'm simply talking about the first date. Before we even get involved, how the expectations have been set early on. That's what the post even said. Modern dating is expensive, financially expensive. It's mentally expensive. It's draining. It's emotionally expensive. I mean, we get caught up. You all know the stories y'all heard. Emotions, man. Emotions make you cry sometimes. A songwriter said, ain't it? I'm telling you, it's spiritually expensive. It is draining. And guess what? We're waking up, ladies. You know what I mean? What is husband energy? Let's dive into that because I want to define it tonight. All right? I want to define husband energy because some people throw these terms around without understanding them at all. And I want you to understand tonight with all clarity what husband energy means. So let's get into it. Husband energy means protection. Now, every time I see in these lifestyles, and I'm talking about even the post earlier, that soft life. Well, if it's a soft life, and I think the post even, if I read it a little bit deeper, it said, they want to look pretty and we have to do the 9 to 5. It's crazy because as you look at the lifestyles today, I don't give a shit what kind of relationship it is. it's wild because I hear all the time, this ain't 1950, this ain't 1960. I ain't cooking, I ain't cleaning, I ain't doing all these things. Cardi B wrote a song about it. I don't cook, I don't clean. Let me show you how I got the ring. Like, okay, all that shit, right? But guess what y'all still want? That husband energy. Why? Because you want protection. You want leadership. You want the provision we talked about. You want the emotional consistency. When some shit go down, we better show up. Let something happen to your family. Let something go down where you're really in need of a shoulder to cry on, to lean on. You're going to want somebody to depend on. You want that emotional consistency. You want accountability. You want accountability from the man. That's husband energy. You want accountability from the man. You want sacrifice. For real. This is husband energy. That's all I'm talking about. Pick and choose. Most of you all want most. Some of you all want some. But this is husband energy. And in any of your conversations and all the things that you said that you want from a man and all those things, I want you to dig a little bit deeper and say, man, shit, is this husband energy I'm asking for? Do I want protection, leadership? Do I want the provision? Do I want the planning? Do I want the stability? Because that's what husband energy is. I just defined it for you. I just broke down what husband energy is. So ask yourself, man, because shit, listen, do I want husband energy? Because that's not small. Man, husband energy, that's not small by any means. Husband energy requires a lot. It requires a man to be disciplined. It requires a man to be mature. It requires a man to be responsible. It requires a lot. Why is that a lot? Man, shit. How many men are you ain't disciplined? No discipline. None, for real. What do I mean by that? Most men don't know what it's like when they're on the prowl. If you're a good-looking dude, you out, and you got somebody at home, man, most men, it's hard to be disciplined when you got people coming at you the whole nine, right? Most men, if you're not disciplined, you're definitely not going to be mature because it takes maturity to be disciplined, okay? And if you're going to do that, if you're going to have those accountability, you're going to have all those responsibilities that we just talked about from husband energy, right? Responsibility is what it requires because you got to dive in. You got to own it. It requires a lot. That's a real husband pressure there. That carries a lot of weight. Listen, a real husband carries pressure. For real. And pressure, most people can't even handle. I know, I was married a long time. Y'all know the story? Man, that kind of pressure, man, that's hard. So when women casually demand, I need a man to lead, do you understand what leadership costs a man? Do you really understand what leadership costs a man? That responsibility, all that weight, the pressure. I mean, leadership means responsibility when things fall. When you fail at things, man, and shit is crumbling, the man, the leader, he's going to fall on the sword. He's going to own the responsibility. That's what you're looking for. Leadership from a man, pressure. That's that pressure when money gets tight. He's holding it. He's trying to figure it out. A real man would do ditches to take care of his family. The woman he loved, do anything. So you talk about that pressure? Come on. Carrying emotional burden silently? I'm telling you, listen. Most men, when they caught up and they got the pressure on them and that weight is happening, they shut down. Most of us don't want to talk. We want to carry that weight silently because we're guys, we want to fix it. We want to work at things. We want to make it work by any means necessary. We're going to try to figure that shit out any way that we can. That's leadership. Leadership is owning it. Leadership is, I don't want to bring my woman into this. I want to handle this thing as a man. That's leadership. That's that emotional burdens that we keep inside of us. I mean, making decisions nobody else wants to make. That's the responsibility of a man. That's the responsibility of leadership. When I got to make the decision and know that the decision I make, it can make us or break us, man, shit, listen, that's not Instagram. That's real life. And when real life kicks in, you got to really understand who you are and what your value is. Because listen, boyfriend budget, man, come on. The reality is, boyfriend budget is cheap. It's inexpensive. Why? This is where men start feeling used. Think about it. Used versus new, right? The value of it, it's decreased, right? Something that's used, there's no value in that. Boyfriend budget, that means you barely answer text consistently. Come on, y'all know how it goes. Dude text you, you're going to wait hours to respond. Dude reach out, you respond when you want to. But what's crazy is you still expect the trips. You still expect the gifts. You still expect, shit, for sure, the rent help. You still expect the luxury dinners, the emotional availability, the loyalty. You expect all those things. And I get it. Because you put the value on your body. You put the value on what's between your legs. You put the value on your looks. I'm not saying it to be disrespectful because, hey, listen, it's a great thing. We're just talking about it. We're having conversations of what it really is. Because those expectations aren't going anywhere, and it shouldn't. But it has to be a shift because I can't fathom the fact that all this is happening. I ain't getting any phone calls. I got to make all the the moves. I got to initiate everything. We talked a little bit about it in the last podcast. I won't reiterate those things. But the fact that all those things are still expected. The trips, help with the rent, and shit, barely a no level of commitment, you still want loyalty. What? Wait. We just dating, right? Or are we? What's happening? And to top it all off, you still talking to other men? The Post said it. The Post said it. He ain't the only baller. You still talking to other men. But you still finding yourself. What? You still seeing what's out there, but expecting this man to invest like he's your husband. Ain't that wild? I mean, that's where the disconnect is. Come on. That's where the disconnect is. That conversation piece, the communication piece of it, the expectations, it ain't lining up. It's not equal by any means. Should it be? I don't know. I think it's great for great discussion. It's good for great debate, but I think it's a little bit unbalanced. I 100% believe that it's so far out of whack that people have allowed social media to really play a part in what they believe. Yeah, because social media messed the whole game up. I'm serious. Social media has destroyed realistic expectations. Destroyed them. I mean, you get on social, you see this lavish lifestyle, women count the money, you know what I mean? They see the private jets, everybody's seeing, the designer bags, the luxury vacations, you're flaunting it, right? You see the celebrity treatment. I mean, people, and that's normal? People think that that's normal? No. That's not normal. That's content. That's not normal. Instagram got average people expecting elite lifestyles. That's for real. Everybody wants soft life now. What? I mean, I'm just real taken back by this. So Let me ask a question real quick. Who's funding soft life? I mean, you want the soft life, but who's funding it? Somebody got to work. You said it. He do the 9 to 5. Somebody got to sacrifice. It ain't you. Somebody got to carry the pressure. It ain't you. And the crazy part, a lot of women today want traditional benefits while keeping modern freedoms. For real? That don't line up. Come on. That is where men get frustrated. And I'm telling you, ladies, men waking up. That's why relationships are the way that they are now. That's why men aren't getting married. They're not committing. That's why now I'm hearing, no babies are being born. Traditional relationships it ain't happening. You want a provider until he has standards. That's what's happening. That part right there. Until he has standards, you want a provider. Now, again, this is going to make you real uncomfortable. Women say, I want a provider. Cool. I think most men are providers by nature, right? I believe that. But guess what? Providers come with standards. They do. What standards? A provider asks questions. A provider expects respect. A provider expects cooperation. A provider expects peace. Think about it. You got a healthcare provider. You got a primary care physician or whatever it is, healthcare provider. Before you can partake in anything with the provider, they're going to ask questions. And they're going to ask for respect. How? You better pay that copay. You better cooperate and get these test results the right way. I mean, come on. A provider. And you're going to do it in a peaceful manner? You are. That's what a provider is. Now, some women want the money without the accountability. You do. That's soft life, really. You want to do it your way, no accountability. You don't want to have anything to do with owning your shit, nothing. That's not partnership at all. That's sponsorship. That's not partnership. Sponsorship. You want to be sponsored? Cool. But that's the difference. And a lot of men are waking up to that. Come on. Let's talk this through. Because I want to talk our world. I want to talk the sugar daddy connection for a second. Sugar daddies. Now, again, follow us. If you're enjoying this content, hit the like, hit the subscribe, follow us on all platforms at Sugar Daddies Podcast. That's with a Z. And don't forget, check out our new dating site, our new Sugar Daddies platform. That's sugardaddieswithaz.com. Check us out. All right, back to it. Let's talk us for a minute, okay? Let's talk sugar daddies. Because honestly, sugar relationships are more honest than modern dating relationships most times. They are. At least everybody knows the expectations with a sugar daddy relationship. Modern dating became fake. It did. Everybody's pretending it's not transactional while acting transactional. Come on. It's bullshit. You know it's transactional. We talk about the divorce rates and all those things all the time. Women testing men financially, men testing women sexually, everybody negotiating silently. Man, come on. That shit sounds transactional as hell to me. At least in the sugar culture, people say, this is what I want, and this is what I offer, and this is the arrangement. It ain't deep. It's honesty. And guess what? Because they get along and things are happening, guess what? That trust happens, that loyalty sets in. And you know what? It shows me that honesty scares people. But it's real. It's real. So when you think about judging, shit, soft life and all those things, man, listen, if you really want some honesty, you really want all those things, come into our world a little bit. Come into it and understand what it takes in this lifestyle of sugar daddy. Man, come on. We got expectations, but it's a little different here. Now, Men are starting to pull back. A lot of men today are emotionally exhausted. For real. They're emotionally exhausted. Men feel like they're only valued for money, only appreciated when useful, and only respected when producing. Straight up. We talk all the time about the divorce rate. We talk all the time about why people divorce, sex, finances, top 2 reasons, all those things. And guess what? We only get respect when producing. And after a while, shit, men stop volunteering emotionally. Straight up. Men today are detached, non-committal, and emotionally unavailable. For real. And those are 3 qualities most women want. And I'm telling you, men are exhausted. Why? Because they feel like these things, the cost is too high. The cost is too high. Look, you don't want leadership, partnership. You really want sponsorship. So let's get down to grown people shit for a second. Some women don't actually want leadership. You don't want partnership. You want convenience. I've been through it. Many of us have been through it. Look, leadership and real partnership means there's compromise, there's accountability, there's structure, and there's discipline. For real. And that's on both sides. But sponsorship, shit, sponsorship is easier. Sponsorship, there's no real commitment, right? Sponsorship is you fund me, help me, upgrade me, support me, and you don't require too much from me emotionally. What? That doesn't make sense to me. The real conversation nobody wants to admit to is that many women would rather have the sponsorship piece than to have a partnership at any given moment. That's what stats are telling us. That's what this soft life is telling us. Now, if I had to go a little bit deeper and tell you what men really want something deep with women. They do. We're actually so simple. Look, what most men want for real is peace. Most men want loyalty for real. They want appreciation, consistency, cooperation for real. Them 5 things. Peace, loyalty, appreciation, consistency, cooperation. That's it. That's it. Not perfection. We don't require perfection for real. Not this submission theater for real. Not Instagram performances. None of that. None of that. Just real authenticity. Men want to feel respected. When a man doesn't feel respected, shit, everything is fucked up. For real. A respected man, though, will move mountains for the right woman. A respected man will do anything for her. You understand what I'm telling you? A man will give you all the attention that you want and that you desire. But here's what's happening. Attention has inflated people's value. That's right. That's a big one there. It has. The inflated value that attention has brought. Social media attention has inflated self-worth. I mean, it's insane. Some people think because they get likes, because people comment, because they got all these followers, they're elite. No. You're not elite. Attention is not value. Come on. Listen, a woman can have 50,000 followers, hundreds of DMs. You know how it goes, right? Constant compliments, the whole 9, and still struggle to keep a healthy relationship. I see it all the time. Y'all see it. Straight up. Listen, attention is easy, but sustaining value, that's harder. And same thing for men. Money alone isn't enough anymore. It's not. You got to be there. You got to stand up as a man. And that's why people are confused. They're real confused because men want value as well. And so the way that traditional ways happened before, it doesn't exist. So that's why people are getting confused. Men are tired of paying full price for halftime commitment. I'm telling you, it's happening. It's happening right now. Men are expecting women to come with a certain level of expectations, with a certain level of commitment. Men are tired of paying full price for the half commitment. You want value in a man, you got to come correct. You want exclusivity, support, all those different things that you desire of a man, the emotional labor, the consistency, the financial help, all those things, while still keeping backup options, man, that shit ain't going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. I'm telling you now, if you want the value of a real man, you need to think about how to invest properly, because I'm telling you, modern relationships, they're struggling. They're struggling. And everybody's hedging bets. So I'm telling you right now, you got to step up your game, ladies. Step up your game. I don't know about this soft lifestyle. So let me end with this. A relationship, whatever relationship it is, it shouldn't feel like a hustle. Men shouldn't feel like ATMs. Women, you shouldn't feel like employees. Okay? The healthiest relationships, they happen when respect is mutual, when effort is mutual, when sacrifice is mutual, and when commitment is mutual. But modern dating, everybody negotiating value consistently, I don't know if it's played out anymore, but let me say this. Until people become honest about that, dating gonna stay broken. It's so true. I wish that we could fix this. But listen, I got to get out of here. Again, this has been amazing. I appreciate you more than you know. This has been a blast. Follow us on all platforms. Again, this is Sugar Daddies with a Z. I'm your boy, Big Daddy. And remember this. Don't ask for husband energy while offering boyfriend-led commitment. I appreciate you so much. This has been a blast. Until next time, talk to you soon.